the studios. Joining us now, Nicholas Fenner from the National Weather Service Meteorologist. Good morning, Nicholas. Thanks for joining us on Middays.
Hey, good morning.
All right, tell us what's going on. What can we expect today, tomorrow, as this weather system moves through the area?
Well, we've got kind of a couple periods to watch here through the next 2 days, and the first one of those will be a batch of possibly severe thunderstorms that's expected to develop and affect mainly northwestern portions of Mississippi this evening and overnight. Could be some hail and high winds and even a possible tornado or two with that activity. And then we'll watch for maybe a little bit more of a widespread chance for severe weather tomorrow.
Okay. Is this kind of similar to what we've had the last couple of weeks move through the area?
And each weather system's different, but definitely bringing the same threats, damaging wind gusts, hail, and tornadoes to the area.
Okay, so similar in that respect. Is this just the customary sort of typical spring storm clash of two different air masses?
Exactly. Yeah, this is unfortunately what we see quite a bit of this time of the year as we start to heat up the area and then get the influx of moisture and high winds moving in.
What should people know as far as staying safe?
It's always important, this time of year to have a plan ahead of time. Know if your area is included in a tornado watch, what your local shelters would be, what's a safe place if your home is not a sturdy structure or anything like that. Just have that plan in advance and be prepared to take shelter if watches and warnings are issued for your area.
Gotcha. All right. What else should we know about this particular system? Is it expected to be worse at a particular time of day or night, tonight or into tomorrow? Is there a period where we have a higher risk?
The storms tonight, we've got a slight risk for areas generally along and west of Interstate 55, so the western part of Mississippi, and that's going to be mainly after dark. Could have a couple of these storms move through in the middle of the night, midnight or later for some locations. So, just make sure your weather radio is working or have your phone on overnight to get alerts, and also pay attention to that forecast before you go to sleep tonight. And then tomorrow, kind of the best time frame, again, is going to be the afternoon into the evening time period. So mainly after, 4 o'clock for much of the state as far as that risk is going to go. And there could also be a chance for some gusty winds before any of the storms come through today or tomorrow. So it's possible to get some down branches or weak trees. And then some potential for heavy rainfall with these storms always brings across a threat for some localized flash flooding this time of year.
Yeah. Anything special that you guys are doing at the National Weather Service whenever this sort of severe weather is approaching and kind of brewing? Do you guys add staff and just have additional coverage? Are there special tools you have, technology?
Sure, all of the above there. We
Okay.
do bring in plenty of extra people to help in the forecasting stage. Also, we'll usually send up some extra weather balloons to collect the best data we can.
Yeah.
And then also we'll have extra staff here keeping an eye on the storms today and tomorrow. Getting those warnings out on time and giving people plenty of advance notice.
Okay. So you said something that caught my attention. You're still using weather balloons.
Exactly. Yeah, that's in the forecast stage. That gives us some of the best data for our weather models to kind of give us an indication of what the atmosphere is doing now and then what it might do over the next few days.
I got you. And do you guys actually control those? Do you launch them from the National Weather Service locally?
Yes, those are launched from right out here at the airport in Jackson, Mississippi.
Huh. And do you have some control over those balloons? Can you steer them, navigate them?
No, these are just carried up by the wind. So
Okay.
Wherever the winds take them.
And I assume they have something attached or inside the balloons, some sort of devices, sensors that collect data and transmit it back?
Exactly. We've got a little device called our radioson that transmits back the the wind and temperature and humidity data up to about 20 miles in the atmosphere.
I got you. And so there's systems that utilize that data and extrapolate from that and provide forecasts or projections?
That's correct. Yeah, we've gathered the data from all across the country and around the world, but these balloons, which are timed to go up at the same time, and it all gets processed in the big supercomputers.
Yeah,
for us.
yeah. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. Appreciate you informing us that. Anything else we need to know about this weather coming in other than what you've told us? Make sure you've got some way to stay current and check the forecast before you go to bed, and that you're aware of the timing of these storms moving through. What else we need to know? Have a plan.
Exactly. Have the plan and just be familiar with the threats. Unfortunately, severe weather is not a surprise around here, so I think most people are generally prepared, but always be wary if there's trees around your property or things like that brings an added threat here in Mississippi especially.
Maybe if you've got outdoor furniture or stuff that is kind of light and has sides on it, surfaces on it that are subject to being picked up, carried, moved by wind, be aware of that as well. I've had that problem at my house before.
Exactly. You've got the patio furniture or trampolines, things like that. Try to secure it the best you can.
Yep, absolutely. Nicholas, we appreciate you joining us this morning and giving us that comprehensive update. Take care. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks.
There you go, folks. National Weather Service.